record, you should start seeing the privacy policy show up. And
Hey,
you're sharing
recording
this.
has started.
We're recording has started. Hey, and you've gone incognito. Oh.
I've gone incognito.
Okay,
Be careful.
so this is Larry Smith Myers on witness protection. Yes, you know, my favorite Don's going to give me some extra bucks for outing you right now.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, let's do this. We're going to do. We're going to go to AKA. Hold on a second. Let me give you that address in just a second. We're going to go to. You know what? You can pin teams now on the top. If your favorite group, you can just pin it to the top.
Nice.
Yes. Let's go to aka.ms/0365 dev program.
0365
Dev
program.
Aye, aye.
Whoa. That's not bad.
Aha. Let's join it.
Okay. I need to sign in.
Yeah.
Let's sign in. Hey, it's Larry. Haha.
So it's
All right.
Larry. Wait a minute. Larry has who? Larry with Magenic, by the way?
This is so this is Larry with Magenic.
Right. So you can log
As
in
my-
as somebody else, right?
As
so,
my personal account though, not my
Right.
Magenic account.
Okay. So.
So I'm in that weird zone where I have both the
Oh, really?
yeah.
Well, this is
Am
okay.
I-
Let's keep it. Let's use it.
You know.
All right. Because anyway, next time, once you learn how to do this, you're going to see that you can take any email address or log in as a live somewhere else. So let's pick United States as opposed to the Arab Emirates, because no, not Uganda either. United States of America. There we go.
Okay.
All right. Company. Now you get to make up a company. What would you like it to be called? Cloud Talk? Cloud Talk Show? Or you want to be called something else, maybe completely, like Larry's Widget Corner, Larry's Robot Central?
How about learn with me? Here we go.
Learn with me. Okay, let's
Because
see.
that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to learn with it. I'm going to
Accept the terms. Yep.
I
Sure. Get some email.
Get some
give me
emails.
quick offers.
Hey,
Sure.
whatever.
Why not?
Yeah.
Let's see what it says. Let's see if it likes it. Okay. What industry do you work in? Okay. It's information
IT.
technology, of course. All right. What is your primary focus as a developer? Applications sold in market, custom solutions for my own customers. So in this case, it could be personal projects, or it could be customer solutions for your own customers, or applications for internal use. It doesn't matter. Personal projects is good enough. Let's see. What interested in developing personal projects? Blah blah blah. Oh, areas of interest. So this is actually cool. Go ahead and select a bunch. And it doesn't really matter because, you know, you can come back here at some point.
There we go.
Technologies. Here we go. Technologies. The bot framework. Hey, the bot framework. You want to know about that? You got to click on bot framework. Yes.
Bot
Graph.
framework.
Yes, Graph.
SharePoint framework. Hey, gotta reach out to Vesta a little bit. Get a little.
By the way, for me,
help on that.
I click on just about everything here. By the way, just about, except for here, code languages. Now this one is more specific. Yeah. So what's in there? Look at that. It's got Xamarin, VBNet. Hey, VBNet.
Yeah, do some TypeScript. No, VBA. Hey, you know, we've got people. And I mean, really, no. Just no. I'll just say no.
Yeah, just say join. Let's see what happens.
Just say no.
All right. It's thinking about it.
Hey, welcome. Wait, is that all?
Did
that just do it?
Now you set up your subscription. You're ready. By the way, if you already had an E3 subscription under your name, here's where it would show up. All right.
Okay.
Now you have to get to create a username from scratch.
Okay.
Okay. You like that name? Okay, that's fine. Now create a domain. Let's see if it's available.
Learn with me.
Okay, let's go
Password.
see there. Yeah, go ahead and create a password, but I think it's, it's already been taken. Somebody took it. Now you know it's been taken.
Oh, okay.
It sort of makes sense. Somebody would pick Learn with me. Learn with Larry.
Yeah.
Right at. It seems to be available. Lucky you.
There we go. All right.
All right. You're
So
good.
I've got two passwords that are of sufficient complexity.
Okay.
Oh,
and
I'm
now
gonna
give a
put
telephone
phone
number. Guess what? MFA is out of the box. So you should get a code like right now.
Yeah.
And of course, this code is we can keep it showing because it's never the same.
It's not gonna. Yeah,
this
it's
will
not
not take
come
very
back.
long. This will not take very long at all. Give it a few moments to finish.
Should only take about a minute. Look at that.
Okay, check this out. Now, let me walk you through what you have over here. All right.
Please do.
First, there's your site, learnwithlarry.onmicrosoft.com. So remember that. That is essentially your identity, your new identity in Office 365, right? Remember how we have sign in
for like 365 witness protection program. That's what we're at. Okay.
That's where we're at. All right. So your Office 365 developer subscription. So if, for example, now, you know how it is when you sign into Microsoft, you can say sign in somebody else. You can now sign in with that guy, with that Larry.Smithmeyer as this guy. Right.
Okay.
Now, this means that you also have a SharePoint site out there called learnwithlarry.sharepoint.com. All right.
Well, let's just go see.
Wait, hold on.
Go see.
It's not ready yet. You haven't yet turned it on.
Oh, I haven't turned it on yet.
No,
okay.
No, you haven't turned it on.
Sorry.
You're almost there.
I'm excited.
You're almost there. And you also have, like, when you go to office.com, like if you go to like are you in incognito private right now?
I am.
Open up another browser somewhere else and just simply go to office.com and I'll show you what you see.
All right. Let's get brave.
Yep.
.com.
All right. You got to sign in. And go ahead and sign in as Larry. That's with Magenic.
Oh, sign in with the other one.
Yes.
Oh. Too many me's. Personal account. That's the one that I just did this stuff with.
Perhaps.
All right.
See, this is Office.
Yes.
All right. This is your account. Look at all these apps that you have available.
Yes.
This is your Office now. And notice over here, I'm taking a look over here. This looks like, yeah, I see that some of this stuff might be Magenic stuff. Yep, I can already see this Magenic stuff.
Yep.
So you're right. It's your so-called personal account is also your Office account and everything else. But this is what people get. Hey, you see that? Look at that image right above. That's right now where it says "Good afternoon." You didn't have anything to do with that, right?
I did not.
No, that was Dave. After I showed him how to do it.
Oh, cool.
I said, "Hey, did you know that you can change you can brand it?" And it's like, "Oh yeah, how do you do it?" He just picked a picture. So you're looking at Dave's art aesthetic, by the way.
Nice. All
right, so let's minimize this and go back out. You're going to have your own office.com for this guy, Larry. Yes. Now, let's look at this now. Here's what you got. You got a renewable E5 subscription. The E5 is the top tier Office 365 service that has everything. And I mean everything, all the security, all the apps. That means Power BI, Power Apps, everything. Azure Active Directory, all of it. It's all there.
So I see a 91-day countdown.
Yes. So every 91 days it will renew. But guess what? It automatically renews. And guess what? It's free. As long as when they look at and they examine the stats of your site and see that you are not actually doing business with it. In other words, you're not clearly sharing it with like customers and doing other stuff and sending out mail or like say running processes and workloads that are like taking up massive amounts of information, then this will continue forever.
So now but I don't have to reset up any data that I've got in there. You know, if I'm in the middle, you know, I'm worried about, you know, at day 91, I start a project and it renews and wipes all my stuff, or does it renew and keep everything?
It renews and keeps everything.
Really? That's amazing.
And the old one, 1 year later, by the way, the E3 people who did this before got an E3 license is what they had before. And all that's gone and lost. Unless somebody paid to keep that subscription up, that was the only way they could keep it, right? Or they would have to use a tool like ShareGate or something to migrate data out of there.
To a new subscription.
To a new subscription, precisely. For me, I actually have two of these. I have my original E3 and my E5, right? So I was able to move all my old stuff over, right? But then when I looked at my old stuff, I'm like, I don't want any of this. I just killed it. Now, let's look at a couple of other things here. Look at this. We have users. Look at this, sample data packs.
Oh, okay.
Check this out. So let's go ahead and click on the users pack. All right, here's how it works. We add 16. Remember, you get 25 user licenses, by the way. So you can invite 25 of your family members to join you, potentially.
Well, your coworkers, right? To do additional coding, but
yes, but
I don't
here's
have
the
a
thing.
team of coders.
Right, now here's the thing. Add 16 fictitious users with licenses, mailbox, including names, metadata, and photos for each user. You remember the Contoso examples and all that stuff? You know how long it takes to have to set that up? I'm telling you, that could take hours. God, we have clients sometimes. We go to places where we ask them for test data. It takes them sometimes weeks and months before we get any. Here, they're giving it to you. Okay, take a look at this. I would say agree. Copy your administrator. That's you. All right.
Copy that.
Have your password ready. Click in it.
All right. Oh.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm logging in as this guy.
Yes, for the first time.
Aha.
Aha. Your new password.
Yeah. I remember my password.
Check it out. Permission requested to accept.
Ooh.
Yes.
So it has, of course, since it's going to write them, it's going to add them. So it needs to have all of these permissions.
If you create an Office 365 application, this is exactly what's going to happen every time someone tries to install your Office 365 application. So go ahead and click on Go, Accept.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Aha. Now, check this out. Configure one shared password for all sample users.
What?
Yes, so that you can come in as any of those users and have a nice little common password to share. And according to this, it'll take about 5 minutes. If you want to change individual passwords, you can just go in as those users and change the password.
All right. Oh, store the password.
Just remember what it is. Yes, because if you lose it for everybody. All right, now notice it's setting up users. All right, so that'll take about 5 minutes. In the meantime, you see where it says go to subscription? Right click on that and let's go to that subscription while we're waiting.
Right click,
and
open a new tab. Boom.
Log in.
Log in. Get your work done. Manage your organization. Brainstorm. Stay on top. And access 365 apps. Very cool.
And hey, remember now you can see. Remember on your. I really wanted to show you the Office.com on the other one because look at this. Do you see the branding up on top? That little artsy picture? No, you don't, because that's not how it came. It was Dave that did that, and this is yours. You can do what Dave did and add your own. Look, these are all the apps that you have been given permission to because you're the admin.
Gotcha. And this is the admin. If I click on that, then
and look, see, because you can choose who you want to go in as. You want that guy because he's the true admin to this site, not Larry Smithmeyer. Larry Smithmeyer is your dev, your owner of the dev tenant. He's like the backup email. When anything goes wrong with the site or if there's billing or any of that stuff, it goes to you, right? But this is the actual de facto administrator of this site.
So that's the owner, but this is the doer, the person that actually does work.
This is the administrator. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Now check out the things you can do. The billing is 0. See that? 0. Free.
Yeah.
All right. Look over here. Training guide. See that? Training for admins.
Training for admins.
Custom setup. Training for users. Let's not go there for now, but I'm just saying there's no excuse not to get there. Other things you can do. Install the Office desktop apps. Well, don't do it because you already have it. The reason why you don't want to do it here especially is because if you're in a Magenic machine and you install from the other side, it'll be a confusing thing.
Yeah.
Right. It may get messy. So you leave that alone. Oh, you changed to dark mode. Ooh.
Dark mode. Well, we're in private. So
by the way, we're using the new admin center. See where it says check up there, the new admin center?
Yes.
Right. You go ahead and click on that and see what the old admin center looked like.
Oh, that no.
That's so nice.
Go back. Yeah, we want to be here.
You want to click on there we go. Back to this one. Let's tour some of these places over here. See, there's customized. Yep. Oh yeah, that's right. The widgets you can move around. Look, we can add users, edit users, install desktop apps, and we can add other widgets as well.
Nice. All right.
Let's go ahead and we see we have customized navigation, but let's go ahead and click on show all on the left-hand side there, the menus.
Show all. Yes, sir. Whoa.
Check it out. So other things that are over here. Let's go to settings right away. Oh, by the way, there's all this admin centers, and we'll show you those in a bit. Let's go over here to organizational profile.
Okay.
The first thing that everyone needs to do. And over here with Learn with Larry, you can change your name.
Yeah.
And so we can actually put in a friendlier name than Learn with Larry.
There we go.
And you can put an address if you want. In fact, it needs an address. Now that you're here, it's going to want an address.
New York.
Okay, I was going to say you could move to Montana right now if you wanted to.
28 Liberty Street.
All right, cool. All right. Look how all that automatically filled up. This is good. All right, you're done.
I want.
Put in another phone number. Are you sure?
385. Oops. Yeah, I don't want it calling the and rolling over from technical contact.
There we go. Did you see how that one knew that it was really Larry S. at Magenic that set it up?
Yeah.
See that? Say yes. Now,
save it.
Close. Okay, let's take a look at some of this other stuff over here. All right, other preferences, like for example, the release track of Office 365. See that standard release? Let's click on edit there. I want to show you what's cool.
Oh.
You see that?
Yeah.
Standard release. Get updates when we release them broadly. That's Microsoft. Targeted release for everyone. Get updates for early for your entire organization. I love that one. And then targeted selected release. Users. Pick the users to get the preview. That is cool. So you can say just you get the updates and none of your organization. So this goes to show that, hey, Dave, can you please check it so it's selected so that I get to get the new stuff and everyone else can go ahead and wallow in the old stuff while we're going. Dave's like,
you get to test it out, right? You
yeah.
get to make sure that it actually runs.
Yeah. So like the admins, the IT, before they have to support it, get to play.
Yes.
Wow.
Very cool.
Cancel out of there. All right. Next thing we look. Let's go. Manage custom teams. Here's where we did it.
All right.
So here's where he did that. You see, he uploaded an image for the logo. You can make a logo clickable. You can set a background image. That's what he did set up. A custom theme, and you'll notice there's custom themes. And look, you see that setting? Prevent users from overriding their theme. Remember that theme that you saw over there that Dave set up? He has it set up where no one else can change that.
Very
Otherwise,
good.
you'd have a little button over there that says, hey, change my theme.
Yep.
Right? And then you can change the nav bar and the colors. More importantly, you can say whether to show the user's display name or just show remember those initials?
Yes.
Right? The reason why sometimes you want to do the name, not the initials, is because the name will tell you more precisely that you're using this account versus that account from something else.
Yep. I'll
Go ahead.
That on. Cool.
Hey, let's keep looking down some of these other setups. Data location, check this out.
All right.
And now
it's in North America.
It's in North America. And so they're not subscribed. Please see, where's my data? Where's my cheese? Where's my data? Right? So those are the two main sites. It's telling you that. The reason why, GDPR.
Yes.
Needs to tell you. And also like the German rules and a whole bunch of other regulations. So that's just that. By the way, let's go back to the original tab and see if we're done with our test users.
Okay. Up here.
Yeah.
There we go.
It's still going. Let's hit the F5 maybe.
Refresh the page. Yeah. So let's refresh the page.
Still going. So it
longer
takes
than usual.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just okay. Right. When you're done, you want to do mail-in events because that also gives you a bunch of things that you can use for security.
Because once these users are in place, it'll put mail. I'm guessing it'll put email in their accounts.
Yes. All right. Let's go back now to our our admin site over here, and let's take a look at some of these other areas. So you notice you'll have reports, you'll have health. You know, it tells you the area. Let's look at the usage, security, and compliance. If there's any issues with security, they'll show up. But they tell you over here to go to the reports dashboard of security and compliance. A lot of these are about to change, by the way, in January 1st. Okay. A lot of this stuff that we're looking at. Look, there's endpoint management. Check out Azure Active Directory. Click on that guy down there. Azure Active Directory.
Azure Active Directory.
Yes. Look where it takes you. Yes, that's right.
Gotta
Very
log
good.
in.
Yep. Does this look familiar?
It kind of does.
Hey, you
look,
remember you could, you know what? You could set up that VM thing you're doing. You could do that here. Of course, you got to pay.
Yeah, but these are all my users.
Those are the users that are being added as we speak. These are all your users that you've added from before.
That are coming in from this. From over here.
Yep, exactly.
That's my 16.
The 16 are coming in. Let's go take
Very
a look.
Nice.
Right. So there's Larry. There's all the rest of them. And so you can go there, users, and you can go and see all the different applications that they have. You can do all the Azure Active Directory things that you could do as anything else.
Very nice. And it's just AD.
That's right.
Yeah.
Check it out.
There they are. Yeah.
And they're all being set up slowly but surely, and they all have the same password.
Yes, which I'd better remember.
All right, let's go back again to the admin.
Oh, wait, no, I don't have to remember. I can do a password reset.
True enough. Let's go back to the first tab that we launched. So not that one, but this next one. The next one right after that.
This one?
Right. Yes. Go ahead and click on SharePoint. It's right. It's one of your apps.
There it is.
Right there.
There it is. Log in as that guy.
Mm-hmm.
There it is. learnwithlarry.sharepoint.com.
All right. Now this is what's called the user-based landing page for SharePoint. This is not the actual SharePoint site, right? But take a look. It's Learn with Larry. So go ahead. Just click on next and just finish out of here.
Okay.
All right. So right now you don't have any frequent sites. You're following nobody. There's nothing out here at all. But let's go ahead and remove from up on top there layouts and SharePoint.aspx. Remove everything after SharePoint.com on the URL.
Gotcha.
Essentially, I'm taking you to your home site. And what you get is a free communication site.
Very cool.
Now, I'm going to take you one more page. Let's go to lookbook.sharepoint. Lookbook.sharepoint.com. Oh, maybe not here. Let's leave this here. Let's make up a new
new tab.
Yeah. Yep.
Still in as that guy.
Yep. You want always that guy. Uh-oh. Did you go to Lookbook?
I did.
Let me double check the site. Oh, I'm sorry. It's lookbook.microsoft.com.
Aha.
.sharepoint.com. Those are private Office 365 sites.
Gotcha.
There we go. Aha. Watch this. You can create sites. So go ahead and see examples of different sites you can create. So remember what I said for needing content? You can create content to death over here.
Whoa. And it just automatically will build them.
It'll automatically build them. Remember the provisioning things that we do? Every provisioning thing. By the way, all this source is all on GitHub. So you can actually go to GitHub and make your own versions of these.
Very cool.
So let's go ahead and do organization one.
Very nice. Okay, which one?
Pick any organization one, like that looks like company organization news, for example, maybe.
How about the landing? I like the landing.
Sure, the landing.
Okay, the landing.
Yes. Add to your tenant.
Wait.
Yes.
Wait.
Yes.
No. If I push this, it's gonna stick it over on my what?
Not where it was. I'll show you what it's going to do. They have a PowerShell command called swap site. So what it is you're going to make it says first it needs consent. Okay. By the way, this is the way to do provisioning from SharePoint from now on. I'm telling you.
I guess so.
All this code is available. It's open source. All of it. Okay, let's go. Here we go. Who's the email contact? Right. So right now you see that it's using not Larry at Magenic. It's using the guy, one of your people within your organization.
Right.
Right. That's always the case, by the way, even if you turn on external sharing. All right. Okay. The owner should never, ever be an external person. All right. So you're going to call it Learn with Larry and just give it a name. It's called the landing right now. You can call it something else. Well, it'll always be sites. Okay. Unless you go into the SharePoint settings and create, another place for sites. So why don't you call it something else? You can call it home, the home, or you can call it corp.
Let's call it home.
There we go. And here it goes.
That's a provision, and it's actually going to provision.
Yep.
This entire site.
It's going to be /home when it's done.
To my tenant.
Confirm.
And it'll just do
it. Started. You're going to get an email notification. Speaking of email notifications, let's go back again to that first tab that we created once again.
This guy.
Yeah, so is he still going? Let's refresh him.
Let's refresh.
He's done.
All done. Yes.
Done. Now let's do mail in events.
Oh, it lit up now because users have been done.
Yes,
so
correct.
That's great.
All right, so while that's setting up, let's go back again to one of those other tabs. And let's go ahead and click on Outlook. You now have another Outlook mail.
Oh.
And you can add that, by the way, to your actual Outlook as a, your client. Refresh the page. Oh, you know what it's doing? It's adding stuff to Outlook.
Yeah.
So give it a moment. Try Outlook again. So Outlook.office, Outlook.com. Oh, it's going to try to go to your. Here it is. I think that's Larry Smith-Meyer is the correct one. Yes. You know how I can tell it is? Because you see where it says Outlook alias, Outlook theme. This is what, if you're an administrator, this is what your Outlook looks like when you first connect.
Gotcha.
All right. You remember that email that we said that you're probably going to get from the system that says when your provisioning is done? Go ahead. Look, you have a junk mail and a draft already. Oh, wait a minute. Is this Larry? Hold on a second. Double check the account that this is. I'm not sure if this is the right account. That doesn't look right.
Oh, no. See, this is my other guy.
No, it's your other guy. Let's go ahead and let's sign out of here. That's why we were getting the error.
Yeah, because it was.
Yeah, okay. So different account, yes.
Sign in with a different account.
That's why we were getting the error.
Gotcha. Nope.
Who's that new Larry? On Microsoft.com. Uh-oh. Did we spell it correctly?
Coming back here.
Yeah. Feels like there's a spelling problem. Let's go back to the SharePoint site that we originally had.
This one?
Right. Yeah. Click on the dots up above. See the dots? There's dots right next to the word SharePoint. Right on the very top.
These guys.
Right. Yes.
These guys.
Look for Outlook. Let's go there.
These guys.
Yeah. Let's see if that takes us there. There we go.
Okay.
And then sign in. I'm sorry, Mom. Are you calling me? Oh. I'll take care of it. I'll take care of it. Okay, well, just please wait because I'm doing my meeting right now. I'll be ready in a little while. All right. I got to change that one.
Could not sign me in.
Why not? Try again. What's going on? Is it because the oh, wait a minute. It could be because we're doing that. Let's go back to that first page and see if it's done with the mail and events. It's still going. I think this is the problem. It's doing this.
Gotcha.
We got to wait till that finishes.
All right. Well,
all right. In fact, it might be set up already. Let's go back to that SharePoint site, see if it's done on its own. Remember where it was provisioning?
This one.
Yes.
Provisioning completed.
That's right. Okay,
Site
so
URL.
now let's go. There we go.
And there
Check
we go.
it out.
Very nice.
Very nice. Right. So now you can do everything. Hub sites, you got data, you got, if you can go to libraries, what's happening now, all this stuff is all there.
Very cool. So
All right.
I can add a SharePoint list or
Correct.
any of my old school kind of SharePoint-y stuff.
Yes. And the
But
new school SharePoint
The new stuff too.
Yes.
Cool. That's
So
very
you have
nice.
everything here. You have Teams and Yammers and everything else.
Too nice. Too nice.
So this is a communication site, by the way. A Team site will actually give you the opportunity to create a Teams channel with your Team site. A very important decision that needs to be made in the beginning. When you create a team in SharePoint, you decide if that team is also a team, as in Microsoft Teams.
Microsoft Teams, right.
Right. Technically speaking, it should be. If you're making a Teams, it should have a corresponding team because that's essentially the IAM way of doing things.
Okay.
Right. Let's make one more trip to admin, the admin screens.
Okay. Admin here?
Not here, actually on the dots.
On the dots.
Yes. And see
Admin.
the choice.
Here we go.
And let's go ahead and click on show all again.
Yes, sir.
And let's go down to actually SharePoint itself.
SharePoint.
This is the SharePoint admin screen.
Okay.
As you can see, all your activity, other usage, everything else. But most importantly, what's over here says active sites. Go ahead and click on active sites.
All right.
Check it out.
They are.
There's your home and there's your main one. And you can now make hub sites out of this. So go ahead and click on Learn with Larry, for example.
This one.
Yep. And you see where it says hub down right up on top? It says under the word active site. Go ahead, click on the down arrow on that.
Okay.
See, you can make it as a register as a hub site, and you can or associate as a hub. And no more sub sites or any of that. You do hubs.
So I was going to ask because I've got no shame. What is a hub site?
A hub site essentially is a central site that is that tells other sites that to get, for example, common information about it, like theme information, navigation information, and in the future also permissions.
So it's hub and spoke.
Yep.
Instead of a tree.
Correct.
Because the tree implies a hierarchy, and this is really just passing information.
Correct. The
Very
idea
nice.
is you're associating sites as opposed to like making a hierarchy of sites. Here was the problem with site hierarchies, like in the case of site subsites. Say I do permissions on the main site. I do a subsite. It's going to inherit the permissions up on top. And if I want to change it, I got to go in and manually undo it, redo it, and all that stuff. Not so with a hub. Hubs can have their own permission. Each site can be independent of each other completely. In fact, some hubs can act like they don't know anything about the rest of the hub, right? But it's in the main hub. The idea is they can someone else with power can navigate through the hub if necessary. But most important thing about a hub, say for example, I have HR. So the hub's site of HR will be the HR communication site, and the subsites of that, or rather not, the spoke sites will be the actual team sites, the payroll department, the benefits department, the we're gonna fire you department, whatever. They all are their own teams, right? And they can be navigated potentially around from each other for whatever is public or not, depending on how you want to set up permissions. But maybe the color is green for all HR and the color is brown for all finance, for example.
Gotcha.
And you can share that.
But you share that out. It's
right.
not.
If I make a menu at the hub site itself, I make a menu up there. That menu will be shared to a navigation menu will be shared to all the hub sites.
Okay.
Another thing I can do is if I want to aggregate data, I can say I want to aggregate data from specific sites or from my hub or from every place. Another way of aggregating data. The hub,
Very-
and in fact, because the sites are all individual site collections to themselves, they don't
Yes.
have to have anything to do with each other other than the fact that they're associated as a hub. This allows you to have full control of anything you do versus subsites wherein you can't just change anything because you have to go change the main site in order to update it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, very nice.
Let's go see
I
if your Outlook is fixed yet. Let's take a quick look. Let's go first to the very first one and find out if our mail is done yet. Mail and events. Let's see if that one's finished yet. Still going.
Still going. It can take a few hours, it says.
Oh, okay. So maybe we should have looked at our mail before we went over here. But when that's working, go to Outlook.com with this guy, and then you'll see the mail that says, "Hey, I did this site for you."
Very cool.
Right. And then the office group that's created. So another thing is, like, you create a communication site, create a team site, and you'll see that it creates an office group. So you go to Active Directory, you're going to see an office group. And then you're going to see also the ability to create a team as well.
Very cool. So I think this is something that we need to pick back up. We need to pick this up on Tuesday.
Sure. Sounds like a plan.
Because there's a lot here.
Yes.
And I think this is something that we need to let people know about, because
Indeed.
obviously it's a lot of things that Microsoft are giving us in order to make us more powerful.
You got it. And this is, hey, have you spent a penny yet?
I have not.
Hey, don't worry, I'll send you a bill.
It crosses the Larry threshold of thrifty.
Yes, it does.
I didn't even have to put in a credit card.
No, it didn't even ask you, did it?
It did not.
The old E3 asked you for a credit card only to have it on record for security, quote unquote, purposes. Remember that one?
Yeah.
When they said for security purposes, we need a credit card from you. Yeah, that was another way of saying we need your information.
Yeah. Now it's got a phone number.
And that's all.
And that's all. Very nice. Well, Mr. Ralph, I learned a lot today.
All right.
I think
so did I.
We will see you later.
All right. We'll talk to you. Thanks very much.
All right.
Have a fun.
Bye-bye.